Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining. Today's webinar is about decisions because in revenue management, pricing mistake doesn't show up as error, they show up as revenue loss. So let's begin with the real challenge. The problem hotel industry facing right now is most hotels struggle with three critical gaps. First, they know competitor price but not how to react strategically. They see predicted demand but not align it with the market positioning. They review performance but too late to influence future outcomes. As a result, either we underprice and leave money on the table, or we overprice and lose competitive share, or we react emotionally instead of strategically. That is exactly where RateShop and RateIQ work together along with the benchmarking vision. One diagnoses the market, the other validates your pricing decision. Together, they create pricing intelligence. So let me quickly open RateShop widgets for you. So here under the tool, you will see a RateShop widget. And before we dive in, let me orient you quickly. The green number here shows the OTB on the books right now, the rooms that are on the books right now. The blue number you will see here is our forecast rooms. And the price in the center tells you how you are positioned against the competition. The green sales and the orange sales means that you are at or below the market, or maybe you are priced above the market. So the orange and the brown means you are priced above, and the green means you are at or below the market. So when I see an orange or brown sales, my first question is never, should I drop my rate? My first question is, am I worth the premium and is the market responding to it? So let's read the story. So here we can see in the first week of Feb, from Sunday to Thursday, the rate is 99 with OTB ranging from 16 to about 28 rooms, and the green sales across the board, meaning you are at or below the competitive set. That's fine for the weekdays in early February, but watch what happens on the Friday and the Saturday. So from 6th, it's jumped to $139 with 75 rooms. And on Saturday, we'll see $149 with the 90 rooms sold. Both is a great pricing as it is a weekend. So our weekend prices are above the market and the guests are still booking. So that is your market telling you that there is a rate acceptance at a premium. The question I would be asking right now is, why is the rate not higher for these days, such weekends that has this much pricing? Why the rate is not higher at 90 rooms? OTB on the Saturday in the week, one of the month, you should be testing $165 or maybe 175, right? So let's see the second week for the February from 8 to 14. So here we'll see the same pattern repeating from Sunday to Thursday. We have $99 rate, and it is about 16 to 29 rooms on the book. And from Friday, it is $165 with 107 OTB, and that is deep into your house, but the guests are paying a sufficient premium over the market, and you are nearly full. And then Saturday, the 14th of Feb, it's a Valentine's Day weekend, and the date is sold out, it's closed. And about 114 rooms is likely to capacity. So you are full on the one of the highest demand nights of the year, right? So we can ask that at what rate we are sold out, right? So we don't know because it's closed, but the question every revenue manager should be asking is, did we get there at the right price or did we fill too fast, right? This question comes into our all's mind, right? So if you were already at 80 rooms 2 weeks ago at $180 and you could have been at $220, that's a $40 gap across the 114 rooms, right? So for about $4,560 revenue in a single night left on the table. So Valentine's Day is not a surprise for us. It's because it should have had a yield strategy built 3 months ago, right? So here we'll see the third week, February 15 to 21. we'll see this is most important week on this calendar. As we can see, there were more orangish shell over there, but Saturday at the 15th, we can see it is about $195 at 108 rooms on the book, brown cell, and you are priced well above the market and you're nearly full and the guests are still coming. That is not a strong rate acceptance signals, but yeah, it is good. But look at what happened on Monday through Wednesday. We have $109 across the board, and we have about 11 to 38 rooms on the book, which is the green sales. And we can say that our weekdays are soft, but the gap between your weekend premium and your weekday baseline is numerous, right? So we are talking nearly $100 spread. That's not nearly wrong, but it tells you your weekdays demand in mid-February is thin, and your $109 may still be too high to drive meaningful pickup in the time you have left. Now we can see on a Friday we have $154, and on Saturday we have $248, which is such a good rate for this kind of properties to not leave the revenue on the table. So this is your best performing weekend of the month, and I would recommend it, or I would argue that at $248 on the as Saturday, this is far out with 116 rooms on the book already, which is too conservative, and you should be at 100 and $250. You should try at about $150 or maybe 155 to $155. There is demand, we can see clearly, and the market is not stopping you, and you are not stopping yourself. Okay, so week 4, February 22 to 28, we will see at the Sunday we have $100 with 57 OTB and forecast of 69, which is a green sale, healthy Sunday pickup, reasonable rate. Then Monday we have 102 rooms, $102 with the 35 on the book and 48 forecast, which is fine. Then Tuesday we have the same rate. Also, we have same rate for 25 Feb to 26 Feb. On Tuesday, 24th, we have 9 on the books and 23 forecasted. Same, we have 25 and 35 forecasted. We have 31 reservation till date and 46 forecasted, and we'll see the jump from $89 to 160 for both Friday and Saturday weekends. We have currently 64 on the books reservation on, and our forecast is 80. Hopefully it's reached there, and for Saturday we have 49 on the books and 66 forecast. So if pickup accelerate in this weeks, it's responded by a great price, right? So the 5 action item I would take by seeing these days, which is first for 20 and 21st, I raised the rates today, and I'll go around 185 to 230 dollars price for 20 and 21, which is about, here we have 117 rooms and the forecasted is 127, and here we have for 21st of February 116 on the books and 127 forecasted. So yeah, I will raise rates. The second is I will investigate 24th of Feb immediately, as here I have 102 rooms rate, and here I need to convert it that rate, and I will not leaving my revenue on the table. I'll look on this date, monitoring this date, and change my pricing accordingly. When the demand is accelerate for 24th of Feb, I'll change my price. Also for 24th, we have a little less reservations because of the weekday. So I'm looking for this. So my third review would be Valentine's Day week. I will set my Valentine's Day health strategy for the next year today, not in December, where we have sold out almost, and with the high occupancy that hit the capacity. But did you do it at a right or a peak rate? For that, we need to build a Valentine's Day rate ladder for 2027, where pricing ladder helps It's starting from 90 days out, and put it in your strategy calendar now while it's fresh. The fourth action I'll take is I'll address my midweek's softness with a length of stay offer. For February 16 here we have 32 on the books with $109 and 37 forecasted room, which is soft. A 3-night packages anchored on the Thursday to Saturday, we can say. Premium could bridge that weekday gap and improve your overall RevPAR for that period. The fifth action item I would take is I'll set a daily alerts on we can say for next coming days. For that we got to know that this is our premium day and this is our weekday, which is soften. So yeah, I'll put the alerts for every coming dates. So this is what Rate IQ, Rate Shop, I mean. Also before that we have a table view for the same calendar. Here we have all our prices for this month and for the next month also. Then here we can see all our prices. The difference is all our competitor rates change, what they change from $149 to $139. Today it's 17 dates, so we can see over here yesterday it was around $129, and right now for this competitor it is the same price. But for another competitor we have $134, but it will rise today with $159. So we can see our price, the differences, the averages for our competitions, the markets, to be better for today and for the tomorrow. So we'll see all the prices over here. Now we'll quickly jump to Rate IQ. So this is our Rate IQ. You can see under Rate Shop we have Rate IQ. Rate IQ is not a competitor tracker. It's a rate positioning diagnostics. It tells you the three things in one glance: where you are versus the market, and whether your rate is justified by the demand, and most importantly, whether you have room to move. So here we have predict rates, all our occupancy, rooms, ADR, revenue with this property rate with the variances compared to the ComStat averages. So here predicted rate, this is a system recommendation based on demand, ComStat pricing, and your historical performance. Think of it as a algorithm's answer to the question that what should be the charging, right? So here we can see for, let's say, for Valentine's Day on Saturday, here we have 83% of occupancy with 114 rooms. The ADR is 164, and my rate for this is 0. Here why it's look 0, because we are sold out on that day, so we are closed for that day. The variances compared to competitors is 164, which is a rate gap, shows the variance is plus 164. So this is a movement we talked about earlier. We sold out, and the green variances of $164 is not telling you that you won, but it's telling you that you are close too early. You have the space to increase your rates, but yeah, this is learned for this year. We can apply this on the next year and will be better for this day on the next year, right? So yeah, then we have Sunday, we have 78 occupancy with 108 room, and we have $148 ADR with this much revenue, and the predicted price compared to ADR is more, and our rate is $195, which is much better than what predicted rate is. And also our competitor, we can say it is at $149, and we are higher, we are above the competitor markets, right? So this is what a Rate IQ shows, and you can see for every rooms that you have sold for this month with your predicted rates, your ComStat averages, and with your property rates, right? So the action items we can see looking at this is today is 17th of Feb. Here we can see we are at 14% occupancy. It's because of the week days effect at 20 rooms with the ADR of $80, and our predicted rate is 105. With the right now our rate is 109 on the platforms, booking platforms. The ComStat average is 129. We are below $29 over here. So this is how you can see all the ComSet averages rates versus yours. So when you can say that when the pickup is accelerating, you can change your price accordingly, and you can see all your data over here for this month, for next month, and for next to next month also. And looking at that, this type of widget, you can strategize your today, your tomorrow, and your this also next week, right? So yeah, we can see our fab is like a flow rate around $89, and the system is telling you to drop some rates because of the demands is soft, and we are holding it $89 mostly around, averaging that. Still, we are converting it into 18 to 22% occupancy, and that floor is working for us right now for this property. It is depend on hotel to hotel and property to property. So for this property, we are good. The floor is working, and do not drop below $89 unless the pickup is completely stalled for 72 hours. So this is the action we can see for this type of data story. Okay, now let's quickly see the benchmarking view. We can get more knowledge about benchmarking view, about our markets, about our competitors, what the price they have set for today, for tomorrow, how the price changing working for them and for us. We can see in the benchmarking view. So I'll open benchmarking view for you. So this is the benchmarking view, and here you can see under the rate shop, you'll find a benchmarking widget, and this is where you find out if you are already winning or just busy. So most revenue managers look at their own pickup, their own ADR, their own occupancy, but those numbers means nothing without context. Are you up because you are good, or are you up because the entire market is up? Or are you losing share while your profit and loss looks fine? So this type of widgets answer that question. It show you your rate versus your ComSet, date by date and property by property as of today. So let's start with most obvious feature on this graph, the spikes. So look at the Thursday here today. We'll see February 19th. Uh, okay, yeah, February 19th. Here we can see our rate is 135, which is green, and ComSet average is 146. So you are $11 below the market, and the graph shows your green line running just under the black ComSet line. Here we can see for the Thursday, our self is 135, the average is 146, minimum is 119, and max is 179. So here we can see the spikes goes up for 20, for 21 it's go up. Then for 22 of Feb it comes little down. Then for 23 a little up, down, down. So it's like you can see the jumps and the drop for each and every day for the future dates. So we can clearly see jumps like Saturday on 21st. We can here see our rate is 215, where the ComSet is 196. So still 19 above. So this is the precedent day weekend. You saw the demand signals and you move aggressively. So your ComSet moved too, but you moved harder. So that is a good sign that $39 premium on Friday is you winning the weekend, right? So but here's the question is 214 enough, or 205 is enough for this 2 days, for 20 and 21st? So look at the ComSet details below here. We can see that there is an event by around by Courtyard by Marriott, which is $229. So it's Fairfield Inn, it's about 203, where the another competitors is about 196, 179, 199, and 172. So we can see the demand is clearly there. The post holidays, after the holidays for 22 to 26, we'll watch what happened immediately after the weekend. So for 22 our rates drop, which is $100, and our ComSet is at 105. Then for 23rd of Feb we are on 102, and our ComSet moves up by $113 rate. Then we have $89 for 24 Feb, and our ComSet is at 112. So likewise, you can see after the weekend, the market is little drop, and we also drop harder a little to drive the pickup, right? So that is one type of defensible move. But look at the ComSet breakdown over here. We can see for 22, which is the one competitor, it is at 103, then 101, 98, 96, 122, and 109. So it moves from 172 to 109 rate. So also the market, we can see it is going drop. So also looking at that, we put our rates a little around and a little below the market to gain the pickup, to accelerate the pickup, right? So the question is, are you at 89 dollar price because that's where demand is, or because you are discounting over here? So if your pickup is at $89 on Feb of, let's say, 24, right, it's only 7%, which we saw like here in rate IQ earlier. Then dropping at $89 may not be driving the volume you think it is, right? So mostly most hotels revenue managers do the same. It will drop the price harder to gain more pickups and to accelerate more pickup. But sometimes it's work and sometimes it's not work, so it's not driving the volume we think it is. So you might be better holding at 102. This is the action we can take by looking such data and accepting lower occupancy to protect our ADR, to not put our revenue on the table, right? Then we can see from 27 of February and 28, we are currently at $160 and our ComSet is $179, right? So we are $19 below the market on both the nights, and the graph shows us green line over here. We can see the green line over here, it's running consistently under the black line, right? So this is a positioning mix, but look at the ComSet details. Here are we can say our competitor is at 223 to 215, then it's dropped for 178. This is the same price. Then here this competitor is doing 163 on 27th of Feb, but it dropped by 155. So we clearly see the drop over here, and the market situation we are seeing. So if your occupancy on these dates are already at, let's say, 46 to 36% that we see in the rate IQ data earlier, then the significant rooms, then we have a significant rooms to move, right? So I would test such days at $185 on the Fridays, we can say, for Fridays and for the Saturdays, like weekends, and monitoring my pickup closely. And I also monitor my ComSet averages for like $179 for 28th of Feb, and I'll tell that the market will support it or not support it. Accordingly, I'll change my price and I'll monitor my rate, right? So yeah, this is how this benchmarking view helps. So here we can clearly see that the action item would be the testing of the rates according to the ComSet's averages and ComSet pricing, their behavior of changing the rates for future dates. Then for tomorrow's, we can see many of our competitors are clearly supporting the weekend premium pricing, and also we are doing the same for weekends. But on weekdays, we are little on the soft side, because the pickup doesn't come that much compared to the weekend. So the pickup doesn't slow, but it's capture incremental revenue. So if it does, you have confirmed your selling, right? So that's how it's worked. Also for 27th of Feb, the coming 27th of Feb or 28th, which is a weekend where we have $160 rate. So we can change this price by seeing our competitor price at 179. We can test our price at $180 or maybe $185, looking at the demand is coming for this week ends, and it works for us as well. So that's how you can review your ComSet positioning strategy. Also, your lowest price property compare with the other competitors, and your budget and targets, the travelers, the conscious travelers, we can say, different market segments, which market segments works for us, which rate code works for us. So you can see all this and take the pricing decisions accordingly to maximize the RevPAR index, right? Not just the occupancy. So if you want to see your property's ComSet positioning like this every single day with live rate tracking and automated alerts when you fall out of positions, head to revivol.ai and schedule your demo. I'll join the link for the demo in the description below. And because the hotel that wins are not the ones who charging the lowest rates, they are the ones charging the right rate and adjusting the it's every single morning based on what the market is actually doing. So see you on the next one, and hope you like this, and do visit revivol.ai. Thank you.